Once again, just sitting right here in our little editing studio. Just getting the videos all put together and done. We're on part 3 of the grill right now. We got the hinges on, we've scored the lid, we've put the legs on, and that's what we're getting ready to upload right now. I hope everybody enjoys, and if you have any questions or you want something answered or you're looking for a template, email me, schofieldwelding@gmail.com, SCHOFIELD welding@gmail.com. Break time right now, so we're going to hurry, get these legs ground up, and I'm going to show you these legs. These are my legs. This is a new kind of design I got going on. I don't know. On my 12-inch I used 445s that came down and we just set it on it, welded them out. It works great. This is something I saw on YouTube. I'm trying to remember that dude's name. He builds grills and he cut something out similar to this, so I was like, dang, that's sharp. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these, but all it is I stuck a piece of pipe right on top. I put my 8-inch on right where I wanted it. Traced it out, cut it out. From the top of this is 7.5 inches, and then the bottom is 9.5 inches. You guys can build them however you want, but right now we're going to get these cleaned up, and then I'm going to show you the next step in this. Okay. Oh. If you notice, we got a radius right there, so we got to get that cleaned up somehow. And a cone rock is the best thing in the world. Take care of that radius, clean them both up, and then we'll move on to the next step. We're going to get that done on both of them. That is what that needs to look like. You can build your legs however you want. Legs are the, I mean, whatever your imagination says. I mean, build it. You can go get these plasts cut out, whatever. See if I can get in on this so you can see. So I got a piece of 1/2-inch flat bar. Now you can pick that up at Home Depot or whatever. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this, and what it's going to do is it's going to give them legs a lot more depth. It's going to give them a lot more, make them look a lot thicker than they actually are. To get the measurement on this, all you do, take your piece. These are your legs. Now how this is going to sit is we're going to weld it just like that, and it's going to give it just, and this is what you're going to see is this 1/2-inch piece. I hope that makes sense. But you're just going to go from corner to corner, cut it, and then I'll show you how to do that. Then I'll show you what we're going to do after we get it all cut. All this is doing, see right now when you're going to look at this, it's going to look kind of, it's not going to look all that good. So all we're going to do is just weld that, give it a little thicker look to it. Just keep using the same piece you're marking with every time, because if you start swapping pieces, then your pieces start getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and eventually you're too damn short to even use them. We're going to weld these little tabs right here. Give it a little thicker look. So all you're going to really need is like 2 tacks, maybe 3. See how much more better looking that looks? To me it looks a lot better. So now we'll clean up these tacks, we'll get them kind of cleaned up, but we got to do it on both sides, and then I'll show you what we're going to do with the grill. We actually got to do this to all of them. So let's see here. Let's do this. Okay, we're getting back after it. One thing first. I mean,
kick it into high gear.
We're here to weld. Let's weld something. Okay, so the best way I have figured out how to find my lines where this is going to line up on the legs the right way. Find center of your grill, which is on this grill it's 18 1/4, so center is 9 1/8. Then you're going to make a wrap around. Okay, draw your line. This is like on the template you're going to be able, it comes with a 2-inch hole for your vent stack, for your smokestack on it. I drew a center line because what I'm getting ready to do is I want to build a square stack out of it. So I never marked my stack on this. I'm going to actually put a square stack in this. That's just another thing you guys can do. I mean, you can build a set of bullhorns out of them, whatever you guys want to do. But you don't really need to draw that center line. I did just because I know that that stack is going to be centered on there. Okay, now what we know is that it's going to be 5 inches, 5 inches. It's a 10-inch spread on this. So we're going here and here. Okay. Now we need to take a wrap around on both ends of this. Okay, other side now. We're going to head out here again, so I'm going to explain what we're going to do out there in here while it's still kind of a little quieter than being out there. One thing we're going to do is we're going to find center of where our legs are, okay? Then, now on this grill, center to me is right there. Wherever my ears are pretty close, you know? So mark where you want the center to be on the bottom. This is what's going to sit right on top of those legs. Now when we go out here, we're going to go measure across, mark center, and then go mark center on the other one. And then when we set this on there, line it up, and then we're going to be able to start tacking it, getting it lined up where we want it, and then we're going to break them off, bring them in here, finish welding them out. So we're going to get ready. We're going to head out there right now. Show you a better trick on how to do it. Number one, you've got to have your lid, you got to have it up high enough that when you got your charcoal in here, it's not right up next to your meat, alright? Because you're going to weld pieces of angle iron on the inside to where your grate's going to sit. So you kind of want your lid kind of up a little bit. So like that's probably center, so I'm going to actually build the lid above that. Guys, this isn't rocket science. Like, you can do whatever you want on these grills. What I'm trying to say is where your meat is going to be is you got to think about where your charcoal is going to be too. Now, in these little 8-inch grills, you don't need a whole lot of charcoal to cook with because it's a little area. It heats up fast. The other thing you got to think about is how close do you want it to the top of your lid. So I've already marked this out. Basically what I do is I cut center. Now, or as close to center, if not just above center. You don't want to be below center on this grill. If you have a 12-inch grill, I would still stay in center. I've got a 12-inch grill and it's just better to stay center or just above. So all you're going to do is get that set up. Now I'm going to try to show you how to do this with it sitting like this. Get you a piece of angle iron. Longer the better. If it'll go the full length of your grill, that's best. Now the thing about angle iron is it's going to sit flat and square. You're going to be able to draw a straight line. So you only need one mark. This doesn't even need to be here. Alright? I've already laid this grill leave this area right here. Do not cut that. Don't cut your corners on both sides. Let's see here. Don't cut the middle. You want to score, meaning run you a line first around the whole thing where you're going to be. What it's going to do is it's going to give you kind of a groove to follow, and your skinny wheel ain't going to want to jump around and cut into things it's not supposed to be cutting into. So just run really light all the way around where you want to be, and you can even run like a light all the way around so that that line won't matter. Just don't cut through where we're going to be cutting, all right? So we're going to run us a little tracer line, basically.
Another tip for the skinny wheel is keep the sparks coming at you.
Yes. Because once you do this, the sucker's going to kick back and you will slice your legs open. You will. I mean, these things are wicked. Really, I mean, there's people that get really hurt with these. So, guys, like I told you on some of them last films, left hand on the trigger, right hand on here, always away from you. Don't get tipped up too far this way either, because that sucker's going to go wham and come back to you. The first place it's hitting is right in your freaking leg.
A rider in the night, I'm heading for a station. No one can deny I wasn't born with patience. Live high.
Just got the score line made. I went everywhere around where the lid is going to be coming off. Did not cut through anywhere yet. Now what we're getting ready to do is we're going to cut everywhere except for the areas that we previously mentioned. Want to leave those there. I cannot stress that enough. You still have quite a bit of welding left to do on this thing, and if you cut that lid completely off and you continue welding on this, you're going to ruin your grill. You'll never get that lid to fit the way it needs to fit. It'll just move too much, especially on this thinner wall pipe. Like, it'll just never be the same. So leave those areas alone until we're completely done. Those are going to be one of the last things you're going to do. So let's get this thing cut apart, and then we're going to weld the hinges on and go from there.
Live high, live high, live high. Destiny can never win a game I throw. Closing the door doesn't break my flow. Heavy goes away when I aim my bow. Nothing to fear, let the arrow go. A soldier of love I am. A soldier of love I am. Soldier of love.
Like I said, pin side to the center, and I'm going to weld both pin sides to the main body, not to the lid. Now I'm coming out right to the grease cert, and then you got to center up your pins. Now I run a little 60-10 first. I'm going to tack it in one corner, get it to where I need it, tack it again. Don't just weld something out. Okay. So it's tacked. Now, we need to get this moved around where it's going to be centered up with the line. So it's centered up right down the line. And now we're going to tack right here. If you build a smaller grill, you got to be careful that you can still get a skinny wheel in here. Okay, so like right now I can tell we're gonna be pretty flipping tight to get a skinny wheel in here, and I might have to Dremel that out. So we're just gonna run a little tack right there.
I told you about that.
Okay, done deal. Do not weld these solid. Just run tacks. Put your tacks in it. This light's gonna be the death of me. I'm gonna murder something. Just put your 2 tacks in it and leave it. We're gonna go put 2 tacks in this one. We're gonna leave it. We're not welding these solid. Basically what's gonna happen is once we cut this lid, we want to make sure that both of our hinges are working the way they should. If they aren't, then all we gotta do is just hit these 2 little tacks, break it off, sit it where it needs to go, re-weld it. If you have welded these things on solid, you're gonna wish like hell you had not done that. So, we're just gonna tack this last one up here, and that's gonna be the end of part 3. Part 4, we are coming in, we're getting the vents cut in it, and then we're gonna finish, we're gonna get the handle put on it, welded on, and then we're gonna finish cutting this lid open, and it'll be open and we can see what we got. So let's get this last one tacked on really quick. That's what it was. Okay, so in part 4, we're gonna go ahead. I'm hoping to have the vents all cut in it. We're gonna get the lid cut loose all the way, and basically we're gonna be wrapping this grill up. We're gonna get the expanded metal cut. We're gonna get it laid in there, and then it's gonna be. Everybody have a great night. Everybody, I hope everybody was able to make some money today, and we'll talk to y'all here in a little bit. Be blessed, and we'll see you tomorrow on part 4. See ya.